I thought they were just slums of Midgar, and yeah, I didn't think it was straight up a city on top of another city.
Knew it couldn't be that bad. No way.
Hot damn, we are good!
Yes! Bombs detonated 1, members lost 0. And one step closer to a brighter future.
Hell yeah!
Guys! Lower your voices, huh? People are listening.
Right.
Now get some R&R. You've earned it. Just be ready for the next mission, all right? See you soon. At 7th Heaven. You know, where Tifa works. Don't keep her waiting. She'll worry.
So we've heard Barrett mention Tifa before. She's obviously somebody that knows Cloud. I think they actually already did a flashback where they were both kids, if I'm not mistaken. But I think it was from Cloud's perspective, so I think we only saw Tifa as a kid. Yeah, this is just so much more, you know, than you would be used to if you'd only played the original. It's just like, I love all the detail that they put into this. It's just so freaking amazing. I don't even know if I ever got around to talking about how I got into Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy VII was the first one that I had ever played, and I really did love it a lot. And I didn't beat it when I was a kid, when I first started playing it. I had just kind of, like, I made it to disc 2, and that's as far as I made it. Because it was a 3-disc game, so I saw, you know, the absolute worst part, and then was just a traumatized child after that. So, you know, I get to live with that, and that's something I'm not looking forward to in the remake, but here we go. But I didn't get that game on purpose. I used to play the Tony Hawk games a lot when I was a kid. Me and my dad both did, and one of his buddies, one of my dad's friends, had borrowed it for a little while, and we were over at his house, and I was like, oh, can we get that? Can we get Tony Hawk while we're here so we can, you know, so I can play that one? Because I'd been wanting to play it, like, ever since he borrowed it. And he goes upstairs to look for it, and he couldn't find it anywhere. And he was just like, you know what, guys? And then he just brings us this whole, like, stack of games, and then handed it to us, and in that stack was Final Fantasy VII. And I don't know why, but we went home and my dad started playing that, like, immediately. I think maybe he used to play the other ones, like the older ones when he was like a kid, but he started playing it and I was just like, oh, I've got to start playing this game. So I think it definitely wasn't the same night, but it was probably the next night or so that I started my own playthrough, and I was about 6 or 7, so like, I mean, and it was a lot of reading too, because there was no voice acting in it, and the visuals weren't exactly top notch, so there was a lot of stuff I didn't understand, and stuff that I missed, and, you know, now that this remake's kind of, I mean, I've replayed it, I've played it, like, since I've been an adult, and then I kind of understood stuff a little bit better. I managed to stay pretty damn spoiler-free, which is surprising, given that I hang out with a bunch of nerds. So that worked out pretty well. And then since then, I've just been, you know, playing other Final Fantasy games. Oh shit, let's go ahead and let this happen.
Huh. Mako is the lifeblood of the planet? Yeah, the hell it is. Goddamn eco-warriors with their dumbass posters. I tear them down and they're back up inside of an hour. Like I've got nothing better to do. I mean, look at all that steel work. You trying to tell me that's not progress? What the... You okay, buddy? Mako junkie, huh? Figures.
You again.
Okay, so we literally just hallucinated about part of the city falling down on him. That's a little weird. And then the phantom guys, the ghosts, they popped up again.
Shower can't come soon enough. I can barely tell my skin from all the ash and
Oh, hey, what do we got here?
Warning. Gate broken. Fiends in area. Exercise caution. No reason to check it out. Not my problem.
So, you know, we still have yet to figure out what these ghosts or phantoms are and what they want. And you never know. It might not even be revealed by the end of this game. God damn, this is a lot to appreciate too. It's just so cool. You know, I know I keep saying it, it's like in comparison to the old one, and you know, I shouldn't do that to a certain extent, but it's just like there's a certain sense of nostalgia that you get, and it's so amazing to see, because you know, I've been waiting on this remake for quite a long time. I thought it was gonna happen way sooner than it did. That being said, I'm not, you know, it's finally here, so I'm not mad at the time frame that it did happen in.
Arlene. Daddy, you're home.
That's right, Angel. I
Welcome
am.
back.
Have you been a good girl?
Yeah, I've been helping Tifa.
Oh, you did you? Well.
You made it. Where'd you get that? I can't remember the last time I saw a real one. Huh? How sweet. When did you get so thoughtful?
Guy can change. Has been 5 years.
Huh?
I need to talk to Barrett.
Right. Come on in.
Daddy, the Mako place blew up. Everyone on TV's talking about it.
Don't you worry about all that silliness. Daddy's here and he's not going anywhere tonight. Now turn that thing off and let's get you to bed, huh?
That's just the most wholesome thing. It just makes me so goddamn happy. Marlene is too freaking cute.
Yeah, your money. Ask Tifa. She takes care of all that.
I think here, if I talk to Marlene, it's kind of funny.
Hey! The hell you
Barrett.
think you're doing scaring my daughter like that?
Daddy says never talk to strangers.
That's right, honey. I do say that. What a good girl you are remembering Daddy's lessons. You know what else good girls do? They go to bed on time. Come on.
But I'm not tired. I want to talk some more, Daddy.
All right. But just this once.
So then, what can I get you?
My money. I'm still waiting on it.
Right. About that. We should talk outside.
Daddy? Did the people who died all return to the planet?
Of course.
Oh my god, that's just like the cutest thing. It's so gosh darn wholesome. Like, you can't. Okay, so you can collect music in this game. I don't know that I was able to collect all of them in my last playthrough, so I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to this time.
Let that be a lesson to you.
off we go. Let's talk with Tifa.
Before we get on to money, there's an empty apartment in a place just down the road. It's nothing fancy, but I was thinking you could stay there for now. The landlady's a big friend of the cause, so you wouldn't even have to pay rent. Sound good?
Sure does. Thanks.
Follow me then. How was it up on the plate?
It was chaotic.
Sorry for dragging you into all this. It was wrong of me to put you in danger like that. I promise I won't do it again.
Danger's part of the job. Don't worry about me.
I'll try not to.
Always happy to help stick it to Shimmer.
Not good at all.
I don't know what it is, but my life
So, you make nice with everyone?
Much as I could, all things considered. Maybe not enough for them.
Good. You had me worried. You're not exactly a people person.
I'll give you that.
It's so hard to tell when I should, you know, be commentating through this because they will start picking up
I
conversation.
saw Sector 8 on the news. It was like a war zone.
The news is just another Shinra mouthpiece. They'll spread whatever lies Shinra tells them to.
Sector 7?
So,
The topsiders
it
brought
wasn't
this on
that bad?
themselves.
It was.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and the dialogue, you know, when you're just
And
walking,
here we are. Good old Stargazer Heights.
it definitely
We're on
adds
the
something
second
to
floor.
it.
Room 201 here is where I sleep. Don't have time for much else, what with 7th Heaven and all. Not even time to decorate. Here's your room, 202. Don't worry, I already told the landlady about you.
You did?
Yes? Oh, I mean, I told her I had a friend looking for a place to stay. Was that too much?
No. It's fine. And this?
That one's, know what? It's getting late. I'll introduce you tomorrow.
Well, let's check it out.
It's a little bare, but should be enough to get you through the night. If you want anything else, we can always get
There's
it.
one thing. My money. You guys owe me 2,000, remember?
I do. And we'd love to settle up, especially since this was your first job for us, but
That's it?
sorry. We spent the rest preparing for the mission. That really is it. But not for long. I'm collecting money for filters tomorrow, so I can pay you after.
And you're sure about that?
Of course, as long as you help, that is. Wait, then I'd have to pay you for that too. Never mind.
No, 2,000's enough. That's what we agreed on, so that'll be the price. With what you gave me, that leaves 1,500.
You're the best. I'll see you bright and early at the bar then. Thanks again for everything. Sleep tight.
Must be a magnet on his back, I assume.
Guess it's time for introductions.
Oh, that's unsettling. Oh, damn, and this sound. If you know this sound,
Hey.
then you know.
You okay in there? Oh. Coming in.
Cloud, stop!
Get back inside! Get off me!
you doing to Marco? This is his apartment. He's got a few problems, but he's not a bad guy. The landlady asked me to check on him now and then to make sure he's okay. Can I ask you to do the same?
Sure.
I'm not gonna lie, she chilled out about him, like, almost chopping that dude in half way too quick. She is not nearly concerned about that enough. A lot of cinematic stuff going on makes it a little difficult to even remember that I'm still recording. So we saw a couple things there. We saw Cloud's first interaction with Tifa of the game. At least the one that we saw, you know. There's definitely a different tone with her than there is with the other members of the group. You know, when Cloud was talking to them, it was kind of just like, hey, I'm just doing this for the money sort of thing. Whereas when Tifa was talking to him, it was kind of like he was still very insistent about getting his money, but there was almost this like element of like, hey, I'm doing this as a favor sort of deal. And the way she, persuaded him to help with the work for the next day. And he was like, no, that's okay. The price is still 2,000. And it's like, if any other member of the group would have asked him to do an extra day's work, then he would have said hell no. But I think that really illustrates the soft spot that he has for Tifa, And then we saw that weird shit that went down where he, yeah, better not go chat with that guy. Where, he literally hallucinated that his neighbor as Sephiroth. Now there's obviously a reason for that, but I don't think that's even gonna remotely be revealed in this portion of the remake, so we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Well now, you must be Cloud. I'm Marl, your landlady. So how'd you like the place? You from up on high?
I've been around.
I'll bet. No matter. All kinds come through with all kinds of reasons. If you ever need an ear to bend, I'll lend you mine. Can be about anything, even Tifa.
What's she to you?
The granddaughter I never had. And if you hurt her, I'll take it out of your hide. You hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good. Now you'd best get a move on to 7th Heaven. She's got a head start on you and then some.
Alright. So, do I spend the next couple of minutes kind of poking around, or do I just go straight to the bar? I'm gonna look around a bit. I'm sure there's some stuff to find around here. Yeah, like down here. Gonna have to come in here, I think. I think there's a chest, if I'm not mistaken. I almost kind of wish I was recording this, blind. For sure I do have blind playthroughs in mind for the future. I do want to do other Final Fantasy games. I haven't played all of them. I'm only familiar with like 2 of them. And
Searching for candidates.
I would like to do more of these eventually. Just gotta get through this one, see how this one goes, and we'll keep going based on that. If it works out well, then it works out. If it don't, then it don't. One thing I would like to do is cover the Kingdom Hearts series, because I really love 1 and 2. I have not played any of the other ones, and I'm very confused with the story. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have any idea what's going on. And that's just something I've always wanted to go back through and play all of the games, so I kind of have a better understanding of the story. So I think eventually I will try to do that as well, starting with the first one and working my way through, recording those and posting them. And as far as this, I don't know what game I'm gonna do after this, because if I highly doubt it's gonna take me the entire year. No, there's more than a year. The entire year that we have left before the second part of the remake comes out. I highly doubt this is going to take me that long to record. I could be very wrong about that. I don't know. But I'm not sure what I want to play next, you know? I mean, I have a couple of ideas. I have, you know, I thought about maybe Final Fantasy X, because I'm a lot more familiar with that one. But then I thought about doing a blind playthrough one of maybe, you know, something I haven't played. I do have Final Fantasy 15. I have not played that yet, and I would like to. So maybe that'll be the next one. I think I did try to record that one, and kind of the same thing happened, where I was just having recording issues all the time. Oh well, though. Oh, this man. I remember running into him earlier. You got this, bro. You got this. Come on. I'm gonna have to feed my cat here in a moment. Which actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now before we get too much further. But anyway, yeah, there's my spiel about you know, the future of how much I'm gonna stream. I would like to do the original Final Fantasy X. I would like to do Final Fantasy IX. I would like to do Final Fantasy VIII. And then eventually, I'd like to actually do a Skyrim playthrough. I think that would be a lot of fun. But that is a much different type of game that's not nearly as reliant on the story and dialogue and cinematic aspect to it, so that is a ways in the future. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to take a quick break, feed my cat, then I'll come back and we'll drop a little more recording, see how it goes.